Okay, so my name is Ryan Sperry. I'm going to do a demonstration of my golf GUI. So as you can see here are the selections on the left-hand side. So we'll go ahead and start with this first example, which is 150 meter distance to a hole. Let's create that hole. As you create the hole, as you can see, these two graphs populate, which is the aerial view and the side view. And then we'll go with no wind, 100% swing power, and 0 angle with the driver. So this is 0. This is also 0. And we're going with the driver, so we'll go ahead and swing that. And as you can see, we get a nice line right here, nice trajectory over here that overshoots the ball. And then we'll go ahead and try that again with the 9-iron. There we go with that. It goes a little higher, comes down right by the ball. And then, so the next one is a 150 meter hole, 5 meters per second on the wind. And it's going from the east. So we'll have that going to the west, so we'll want to set this to -90. Oh, that's too much. -90. And as you can see over here, this little blue arrow, that's the wind direction. So that's showing which way the wind is blowing. This red arrow shows kind of the hit power and the swing direction, depending on the length and the direction of the arrow. And so yeah, and then we'll go with 50% swing power, 50% swing power, 0 angle, and back to the driver. Go ahead and swing that one, and it gets us, here's a trajectory, there's where it lands. And then 150 meter hole, 10 meters per second on the wind. Also from the east, 100% swing power, 45-degree angle with the 5-iron. So you can see this arrow moved over there. It's a little bit longer, excuse me, with the 100% swing power. And we're going to go to the 5-iron and go ahead and swing that one. You can see the wind kind of pulled it over to the left. There's the trajectory of it. And this trajectory over here, this side view, is looking from the east over to the west. And so this does not take into account if it does kind of curve or anything like that. It's just how far in the north direction that close towards the ball, or the hole, excuse me, that you're able to get the ball. And then this last one is a 300 meter hole with 50 meters per second wind going the other direction, so coming from the west going into the east, 100% swing power, 85-degree angle into the wind. So we got the hit direction going that way, 100% swing power, the wind direction going that way. We're going to go ahead and do that one with the driver and swing that one. It's kind of hard to see, but this line right here popped up. I hit it again, maybe we'll get a different color. Yeah, there's a purple line right there. And then over here is the line of the trajectory, so it looks like it went forward and kind of curved and came back back a little bit because of the wind. Now, a couple things that I did add to this obviously was the populating of these graphs upon creating the hole, and also these arrows showing the wind direction and swing direction, as well as swing magnitude or swing power, and also these two interfaces right here where you can either put in a numerical value or you can use the slider to determine how much you want the wind to go. swing power and swing direction to go. And then, but on top of that, I also created this randomize button, which if it's checked, this radio button, when you click create a hole, it will create a hole randomly within that, randomly at that distance. So as you can see, it's not directly in front anymore, it's over to the side, and over here it can pop around. And then upon creating that as well, it still has the arrows showing which way those are going. Now, now what we're going to do with this as well is you can also choose different gravities, so as if you're playing on different planets. So let's go ahead and go with the moon. We'll go with the driver, and we'll go with like 34% swing power. As you can see, that got us 150. If we were to switch that to Earth, gets us a lot shorter on that distance. Let me go to a 200. There we go. So if we were to go, wait, let's just go 50% swing power, right at the hole, say that there's no wind. So as you can see, that's the trajectory of the ball on the Earth. If we were to go to the moon with the same setup, as you can see, it goes a lot further out there, even just with the 50% swing. And so you're able to do that. We can also try, like, let's say Uranus, which is close to the Earth. As you can see, it pops right there. We'll go up to 88% swing power. So that's Uranus. Let's compare that to Jupiter, which, there it is right there. So those are features you can play on different planets. And then also what you can do, I'm going to create a new hole that's just straight ahead. For this one, you can play with hook or slice, which is if you hit the ball a certain too hard, then it'll go to the left or the right. And so we'll go ahead and go to full power with no wind with the hook and slice, and as you can see, it randomly kind of goes left or right. So the idea is if you hit it so hard, it's hard to be accurate with it. And then as you drop down, let's go to 93, still happening, and as you drop down to a certain level, it's a straight shot every single time, as you can see. Showing the trajectory right there. And that is my golf GUI.